is a Palomino Colt. He's 2 years old. This is Ed's hole-in-one. He's a walking horse. I'm Ed, and I'm going to start working with him. We've done work with him, obviously, but I'm going to start to really concentrate. He's going to be one of the horses I'm going to get all good here. And he's a really nice horse. He's still a stud. We'll probably geld him here, but he's really nice. And so what I'm going to first do is I'm just going to turn him loose here, and I'm going to do some liberty stuff with him. I'm going to move out a little bit. I'm going to grab my flag here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to work with him hooking on to me, and it's really important. Seems to be really important to do with a horse. If you skip this step, it just honestly makes everything that much harder. Now he's friendly, okay? He's a gentle horse. He's very friendly. He likes people. This is really a trait of walking horses, is that they really like people. So you just usually don't get ones that are, I mean, they could be afraid of you or something, but they usually just really warm up to people. So it's really wonderful. It's really windy here right now. So I'm going to get him moving out. I'm just going to point. He doesn't know much anything, so I'm going to point, give him some direction with the flag. Come on, move out, buddy. So I'm just going to move him. This is what other horses do with other horses. They move a horse, okay? So I'm going to get him moving a little bit. And by doing this, like I said, other horses will move horses around, and that's how they establish their family bonds and all that kind of stuff. So this makes sense to a horse. I've heard people criticize this stuff and say chasing a horse around, well, yeah, I guess you could be mindless about it, but I'm not mindless about it. There's a real purpose to it. So I'll get him moving. Come on, buddy, move. And this will help him bond with me, okay? You see, he's kind of just moving away. He's not really, come on, thinking. So I'm just going to keep this up. And you notice how he's, watch. See how he's hugging this side, but when he gets to the other side, how he cuts this circle, right? He's nervous about that van or something over there. So this is the kind of stuff you notice. And see how he's whipping his head around and everything, because I'm making him do something, okay? Like I said, this is what another horse would do with a horse. They would move them around and make them move in and out of their space. See how he moved away from all that stuff sitting on that chair? It's kind of scared him. So, bye-bye. So I'm just going to keep doing this just a little bit here. Taking my time with him. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. See how he's scared of that? So, and it's important to have your demeanor just really relaxed. And I'm just kind of walking after him. Come on, bud. And he kind of going in fits and starts. He's concerned about all that stuff on the bench there. The guys were turkey hunting this morning, and they got rained on really bad, so their stuff's all drying out. Oh, no, stop. Their clothes are drying out on the bench there. So he's not paying a whole lot of attention. I mean, he's paying attention, but he's got other things he's thinking about. See, he's thinking about that stuff on the bench. I don't know if you can hear him, but he's kind of snorting like this, and that's him kind of being nervous. Okay. I think this horse is going to be great. Really looking forward to turning him into a really good riding horse. Like I say about us here, we're really a different kind of walking horse farm. We're breeding, raising, and training these horses from the ground up to be good riding horses. We don't do any of the pads. We don't do the performance. We're not in that at all. And if you're not familiar with that, that's where all the abuse is associated with. If you do a search on YouTube, walking horses, you're going to get all these undercover things where these guys are beating their horses and all this kind of stuff. And we routinely, almost every single day, I get some sort of, more than one, using nasty comments. And people see walking horses, because my title is Ed's Walking Horses, or my channel, and they fire off some sort of, you know, I hope you die kind of comment, you know, and they never even watch any videos, and I point them to the videos. I've had people say, I don't need to watch your videos, I know what you're doing. All this kind of just crazy stuff. But we don't do that. I mean, we're really trying to highlight and show what a wonderful breed this is. And I mean, they were bred to be riding horses, wonderful riding horses, not to put some sort of big platform pads on their feet and go pretty much in a straight line or in an oval. You can never ride that like that. It's terrible for the horse. And so, there's no real riding tradition in walking horses, like where the trainers and stuff don't even train good riding horses. Like when you get a horse out of that tradition or out of that program, they're not going to know anything. They're not going to be able to, I'm pointing the other way, trying to get them to change directions. They're not going to know anything. They're not going to know how to turn on the haunches. You know, they're not going to be able to, see, he's so nervous about that over there. They're not going to, you know, side pass and nothing, okay? They're going to have no foundation. And that's why when people get walking horses that are out of that, they scare them because they take off, they run through their hands, they don't know anything, they're real rough to ride, all this kind of stuff. Nothing like they really are. It's because they've been going through this program that's just backwards. So anyhow, what we're doing here is we're doing the vaquero style and the California style of horseback riding and training. And I'm not an expert or anything, don't claim to be, I'm just a student of it, trying to learn and showing my journey in this process, okay? So you'll see like different horses, like as I start to work with him, he'll have a playlist and you'll be able to search it on the channel. Like I said, his name is Ed's Hole in One. I call him Hoolio. And he's going to be one that I'm going to be working with, so you're going to see a bunch of him. And if you look, you'll see my Palomino mare, Ed's Platinum Blonde, who I call Blondie, and she's got a bunch of videos that I've been, because I'm working with her a lot. I should have let release before when he looked at me, but I missed it. I was talking. Anyhow, and I also have my stallion, way back when, who I call Wayne. You can see a lot of his videos. Playlist, that's a really good way to do it. And I just keep updating the playlist, and they're getting quite a few videos on there. And it's kind of a mixed bag. You'll hear see all sorts of cool stuff. I do a lot where I'm actually in the saddle and stuff. I like doing those. Yeah, this horse is going to be really nice. I can just tell. And you know, if you think about it, put a comment in the comment section, and like our video, and subscribe, and trying to grow the channel. It's been kind of slow. It's been kind of slow going, and I'm waiting for him to look at me. So I'm going to keep moving around a little bit. There, he looked. Okay, turn and walk away. Now, I don't want to turn back, but he's coming towards me. So he faced me. That's the first step towards this, okay? He's still concerned about that stuff over there. But see how he turned and faced me? That's really good right there. So that's what I'm going to keep building on with him. And, you know, and you might have heard different people have different views on starting horses and everything. We do just tons of groundwork with them, get their foundation real strong, and then we also we do start them at about 2, and I have people that fire off nasty comments about that too. I say we lightly start them, and I have a video on starting young horses, and I mean, we do not drill them. We, you know, get on their back, we do some stuff in the round pen, teach them teach them some things that they need to know, like to you know, give, you know, bend and all that kind of stuff. One rein stops. We teach them what leg cues mean, you know, to turn on the forehand, you know, side pass, that kind of stuff. We'll get them out. We'll ride them a little bit of trail riding. We don't ride them every day. And once they have a foundation, once they have those like a handful of things that they understand, then we turn them back out, and we just let them be a horse and mature, and we'll bring them back in when they're 3, do a little bit more, and then we turn them out. We don't drill our horses, okay? And that's how you get horses injured, and that's where you're going to hear, you know, people say, oh, you're going to ruin the horse and all stuff. What they don't understand is those horses that are ruined were started young, like 18 months, 2 years old, but put right into a program and drilled. Like if they're barrel racing horses, they start running a pattern with them over and over again. If they're a reining horse, they just run these patterns. A cutting horse, whatever they're doing, okay, they just run them into the ground, all right? And just like you or me, you can get a sports-related injury, okay? And these horses are young and everything, and it's kind of time sensitive because a lot of times they're in futurities and stuff, and they're trying to win money or whatever. But to start a horse, and like we do, and just, you know, maybe 2-3 times a week working with them, you know, you might be on their back for 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and you're teaching some stuff in here so they start to understand it. These horses, I'll show like a video. I'll put a video here of these horses playing, okay? I think he might actually be in one of these videos. And these colts, if you see, they jump all over each other. They go and bite each other at the ankles, jump on each other's backs, and these things are about 800 pounds. They're not gonna, you know, my 160 pounds is not gonna hurt them. Now, if I drill them and everything, yes, I could get, you know, sports-related injuries, but we don't do that. All right, it's more just trying to get to their mind, and because they're very good like this, and you know, this age and everything, it's very good, and it kind of even helps them, you know. It helps them in so many ways. So I'm going to point out this way. Let's go, bud. See, so he got some time off when he came into me, see? And I praised him and let him rest a little bit. So he's logging that in his memory, okay? And this horse is out of my stallion, the Diamond Trip, and he's a Cremello. And this one is a full brother to Ed's Easter Morning, who I call Lily, and you see her where Eric's working with her right now, and you can see her thing, and he's a half brother to Ed's Golden Girl, who we call Goldie, and you can see her videos on it. See how he turned to me? So I'm going to stop and turn and walk away a little bit. Yeah, that's a release, and I'm just letting him know that it's good. So see how he's doing that already? So he's already picking up on this. But so he's a half brother to Goldie, who, if you look at her videos, I mean, oh my gosh, she's phenomenal. I really like the horses the foals that are coming out of Trip. They're just wonderful. I have a real nice canner, and I'm gonna go up to him and touch his forehead. They have a real nice canner. They're really coordinated. I like the way they look. They have a good look to them. They have really good temperaments. They're just very willing to work for you and stuff. It's very good. Not a sour bone in their body, you know. They're just wonderful. But hey guys, see, he's being really good like that. That's good. Good. See, touch him on the forehead. I'm going to give him some direction, point to that side, raise my flag a little bit. Cluck. See, so he's learning different things. He's learning like cluck means to move, you know, do something, search for an answer. That's what we try to make clucking sound, that clicking sound. We try to make that be search for an answer. Try something, offer me a behavior, right? Something like that. So see how he's looking at me? So good, that's good. So I'm gonna pull back, stepping out of space. See how he's already going to that? This is a really good sign. This is really good to see that this horse is already, you know, very easily doing this kind of stuff. Sometimes they'll flip their head around. Some don't. We've been working with a horse right now, Eric and I, this filly. She's a quarter horse, and I just really don't think she likes people at all. Doesn't want anything really to do with you. She'll tolerate you. She'll kind of fake you out and make you seem like she does, but then she just doesn't. And you know, she's been very difficult. This horse is going to be phenomenal. This is how these horses are, though, I'll tell you. If you want a horse that is super friendly, super people-oriented, willing to work for you, have a tremendous amount of heart, you know, it's a walking horse. I mean, they're incredible. Yeah, on my logo it says, it says walking horse, and it says kind, honest, big-hearted, and true. And that's how I look at these horses. They're just phenomenal. That's why I like the Vaquero style and tradition. I think it really honors the horse, and it really gives them the honor that they deserve, you know, and treats them with respect and everything. And that's what we're trying to do here. So if you like our videos, you know, click the subscribe button, put a comment in there, like them, do all that great stuff. Thanks for watching. Should people subscribe? They should. Hey, smash that like button and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching.